Mountainview Christian Church has been your church home for how long?
About 41 years.
I think like a year, 4 months, give or take.
And what got you here?
Dave.
10 years.
And it was through the love and graciousness of Sarah and Merlin Jules is how we came to be here at Mountainview.
Dave knows everybody, so it was always seeing people run to him back and forth, and after a while it was like, who was the guy, you know? And then found out, you know, he was a pastor here, and I was like, oh, okay.
That guy's really a pastor?
I didn't think so either at first. You know, it's like, I don't think I made it that Sunday, but I think I made it shortly thereafter.
There are people here that I call mom and dad that aren't my family biologically, but in 20 years they have had a major role in my life.
Came here, and the minute I walked in the door, I felt like I was home.
There are a lot of churches in Portland I could choose to go to. There are 52 weekends a year. I could take several years finding the perfect church that met my needs emotionally or spiritually or socioeconomically, but what I found was a family. And there was nowhere else to look or nowhere else to go.
Such a forgiving and nurturing church. You know, everyone truly wants the best for anyone that walks through the doors, and even people that haven't walked through the doors yet, right? If someone walks in knowing that they have a rough history and that they feel out of place, they can feel at home very quickly.
Yeah, I've gone from up there in the corner to over there to somewhere in the back there, and then up here, and then back there. Yeah.
My younger daughter and son were still living at home, and so they ended up getting baptized here, and so did my daughter Lori, and from that point on, the family grew right here at Mountainview.
Marcia and I were baptized in the spring of 1976.
Okay. So you were baptized.
I was baptized.
You went to our 101 class.
I did.
And you did 201 class. I remember that too, I believe. Yeah.
And so, and it was a surprise to my mom because I wanted it to be a surprise to her. And so she was thrilled.
I had been sprinkled as an infant. And for me, I'd always looked at it as I accept that even though it was done not under my own will, I chose to accept it. Finally, after having been here for a little while and talking with people and going through everything, I felt it was good to start fresh and to truly make the choice myself this time.
You've been coming back.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
It's like a foundation for me, you know, and it helped fill a hole that I didn't know that I had until I started coming around, you know, more and more and more. I didn't like church, you know, I didn't like the whole idea, but the atmosphere here is different. It's a lot different.
I always have felt the strong love of Jesus and community in this church.
Things that go on in this church are just so awesome.
How would you describe the place you're at in your journey?
Not at the end, continuing to grow.
I've grown in my faith immensely.
As long as I don't go back to where I was, then I think I'm growing.
God is the most important thing in my life, and that He wants me to talk with Him and to reach out to others.
Learning how to be more like Him in my entire life, just not certain aspects.
Finding peace in certain areas and wrestling in others.
There was a really good stretch. There was a really, really rough trail that sort of tumbled down the side of a hill. But now back upright, going along the trail. It's incredible.
This is really horrible to say, but I swear a lot less.
And I still can't turn everything over to Him, which, again, that's
the journey.
Yeah, it'll come, you know. But just being able to turn over what I do is just like, imagine if I could.
Yeah.
You know, I imagine how my life would be, you know, then.
And that has been my biggest thing I think I've learned, is that yes, I can be independent, but God wants us to lean on Him.
I still need to grow, even though I'm this far in the journey, that there isn't a point where you stop growing.
it's funny, but I mean, it's all God. I mean, really. I mean, I feel like I just went where He wanted me to. If you had more time, just to kind of go back and just look at how everything's played out, it's like, this isn't me, you know? I mean, this totally isn't me.
I came with skills of running sound and singing and drama and things like that, and over time and with maturity, I've been shown that I have other gifts that involve teaching and leading.
I see the change in so many people. It seems like there's a brighter face. I mean, they seem happy, they enjoy the services.
I don't even know how to describe it. It's crazy.